Why do you ask for the one that I don't want to do? Let me think. What was the one? The other one? Going Home for Christmas. What about that one? Here's one of the songs I do in the show. The show that's called Celtic Thunder, in case anybody doesn't know. It's been a while since I sung this, so I don't know if I'll get the words right. And just for the record, am I talking too quick? Can everyone make out what I say? Yes. I better keep it clean then. Going home for Christmas, can't wait to be on my way. Everyone get it right? To see once more the folks I've been missing this long and many a day. Can't wait to get that old feeling, being back where I belong. I've saved my fare and I'll soon be there. It's Christmas and I'm going home. Going home for Christmas and the welcome that's waiting there. I'll wave goodbye to the lights of Broadway, farewell to old Times Square. My home is plain and simple, it's the place where I was born. And Bleecker Street just can't compete, it's Christmas and I'm going home. Going home for Christmas, the way that it used to be. The candles burning there in the window, the Christmas lights on the tree. Hear the laughter of the children, see the wonder in their eyes. So bring on the snow and the mistletoe, it's Christmas and I'm going home. So bring on the snow and the mistletoe, it's Christmas and I'm going home. You know, that's one that I don't often do on the guitar. Could you tell? Could you tell? Well, we've got a couple of these distinguished guests here this evening. I do believe they'll be coming up to sing a song for us. Well, one of them's coming to sing a song later on, and one's going to come and say a few words to us as well. So, the reason I'm saying that right now is I was singing a song, and I tell this story often enough. I was in Glasgow, and I was in I had 2 gigs to do in the one day, and I had no intention of doing either of them because I was so tired with singing at the time, but I really needed the money, so I had taken this double gig on, and I was down in a place called Kilmarnock just outside Glasgow, and I walked into this bar, and it was an iron bar. Just thought I'd throw that joke at you there, but that's good. I wasn't listening either. I was doing a second gig and I just didn't want to play in it, and the bar was absolutely empty. But so I had to go through the motions and sing. But I sung this song, and there was a guy come up and spoke to me after I sung this. But I'll tell you that story in a minute. This is a song called "The Green Fields of France." Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while neath the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1916. I hope you died well and I hope you died clean. Our young Willie McBride was it slow and obscene? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as he lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? behind. Some faithful heart, it's your memory, it's your mind. Though you died back in 1916, and some faithful heart to you forever 19. Or are you a stranger without even a name, and closed in forever behind the glass pane? An old photograph torn, battered and stained, and faded to yellow in a brown leather frame. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as he lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Now see how the sun shines in the green fields of France. There's a warm summer breeze, it makes the red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines from under the clouds. There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no guns firing now. But here in this graveyard, it's still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute in the sand. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, and a whole generation that were butchered and damned. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as he lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Thank you very much. So as you can, that was a song about a young fella who must have died in the First World War, and some guy just having a dream about him. But anyway, I was singing that song in this bar in Kilmarnock, and a guy came up to me, sorry, the only guy in the bar came up to me with a beer. And he asked me to sing a song from Harry Chapin at the time, and I was like, I'd never heard of him, buddy. I never realistically hadn't heard of him. But what he did say to me was, I can't believe you would know a song like The Green Fields of France and you don't know who Harry Chapin is. So I said, well, you know what, I'll go and find out tomorrow and I'll go and buy a CD. And the guy said to me, I want you to take £20 to buy the CD. And I said, no, as much as I was skint at the time, and I told him a wee lie and said, you know, I don't need your money. You don't know how much it pained me to say that. But I said, I don't need your money, but I'll get the CD tomorrow anyway. I'll buy it. Don't worry, I'll buy it. He says, no, I want you to take the money to get the CD. I says, no, I don't want it. But he forced the £20 on me. He says, the reason I'm forcing you with this money, he says, I want to know that when you hear Harry Chapin, I want to know that I bought a piece of your mind. And that was the guy who introduced him to you. Well, that's fine, yeah, but I'll go and get the CD. But you know what was, I think it's one of the best stories that I ever had, is because when I've heard Harry Chapin, you wouldn't believe how much he influenced my life and changed how I thought about music and how I thought about songs and how inspiring he was to me. And then later on I found out what a charitable guy he was and what he'd done for the community, and you know, just bailing people out and helping people. And then you find out he used to do one gig for himself and one gig for the poorer guy. So and I just thought, you know, what an amazing guy. So anyway, I'm going to continue another song that I learned because of this. And I know Sandy's sitting up there right now, and she didn't like me singing this song the last time I was in here. Does anybody know a song called I Want to Learn a Love Song? Yeah. Do we know that one?